We are here to launch Bike Share in the city of Baton Rouge for early May. We are going to be in the downtown area as well as LSU and on Southern University's campus. It's going to be a healthy alternative to transportation, especially in the downtown area that services business so employees can use our bikes. We're going to start off with 50 hubs with a total of 500 bikes, and then we're going to expand to 800. So it's going to give people a healthy alternative to transportation around the city.
We've got some fantastic partners, and an e-bike really is a change agent for bike share. It really provides a mode of transportation for everybody, and it's not dependent on your kind of skill set on riding a bike. So an e-bike allows a user to pedal normally, like they normally would, and the electric motor makes up the difference, whether that's terrain or speed. So it really becomes a mode of transportation for people instead of just a toy for people to use. We've designed it to be lightweight aluminum. We wanted to do that for a few reasons. One, it's lightweight, which makes it more accessible for everybody to use. Being close to the water, it's not going to rust. It's got a great step through, so it's a unisex bike. We also designed the first bike share bike with a belt drive, so there's no more chains, no more rusting of a chain, so a rubber belt drive allows the rider experience to be significantly better. We've used airless tires, and we've designed magnesium wheels, so no more broken spokes, no more flat tires for a user. This is a smart bike, so that means that you could use your smartphone to locate where the bikes are around the city. We're going to start with 500 bikes in 50 different locations, so a user could see those locations in the phone, but you don't need to have a smartphone. We're going to provide RFID cards for folks who don't have a smartphone or don't want to use the phone. All you do is walk up to the bike, tap that RFID card, or scan it with a QR within the app, and you have access to the system.
And what is the cost for riding these bikes?
Yeah, so we're creating various kind of plans. So we'll have an annual membership that we're still finalizing. We'll have a student plan, and then we'll have a pay-as-you-go. And that starts as easy as $2 to unlock, and then you just pay for the time while you use it. But it's important for us here to create a very kind of various pricing options so that everybody has access to it.
Where will these bikes be located in Baton Rouge?
Yeah, so we've got 50 different corral locations for the first phase. That'll increase to 80 different locations. So we've been working with the city, the universities, and our various partners to kind of plan those locations. And I think we've done a really fantastic job of making sure that it's accessible and convenient locations around the city so that people don't have to walk too far to their nearest mobility hub.
It's a healthy green option of transportation. It gets people off the highways, not fighting traffic, so on and so forth.
Blue Cross is incredibly excited to be a sponsor of Baton Rouge Bike Share. We think it's going to be a great way to help people have more exercise and get around Baton Rouge in a safe, healthy way. We've seen a lot of success with Blue Bikes in New Orleans, and we think expanding a program like this to Baton Rouge just makes a ton of sense.
We're a healthcare organization, and we're about healthy patients before they become patients. And one of the best ways to make sure that you don't become a patient is to have a lifestyle of action, activity. And obviously, walking and bicycling are two of the best things that you can do to remain healthy.
Blue Cross's mission is to improve the health and lives of people in Louisiana, and we think bike share, a safe, active way to get transportation around the city, to provide exercise, to be able to engage with the community, makes a ton of sense.
How important is daily exercise in the lives of people in Louisiana?
Daily exercise is certainly one of the things that will help people live healthier, better lives, and we think supporting community efforts to encourage mobility, to encourage healthy ways to get around the city is a way to encourage daily exercise to help people live healthier, happier lives.
I think the bicycle is great, but what I'm really excited about is that this is the first step in many steps that the city is going to take to create an environment that encourages the use of walking and biking to get to work, to do your chores, to go to the grocery store. And that's important to increase the quality of place that we have in Baton Rouge. And you might ask, what comes first, the chicken or the egg? What comes first, 500 bikes or redesigning how we live in the city? And it turns out that the first thing is a bicycle, and we're hoping that these 500 bicycles, in addition to the thousands of bicycles that people have, will begin to generate that interest in an alternative mode of transportation. And when that happens, I think the city and planners will react in a different way in terms of how the city's planned to make sure that we have bikeways, to make sure that it's safe to bike in the city. And when that happens, I think Baton Rouge will become a cool city, the cool city that we will all want, the younger generations as well as the older generations. in attracting people that after they graduate from LSU, not only will they have a job here, but also that they have a place that they feel proud to live in, a place that is encouraging other modes of transportation besides just simply the car. I think the mayor of Baton Rouge, Mayor Broom, the Blue Cross Blue Shield and the General are all kind of moving in the same direction of creating the quality of location, the quality of city that we really want for future generations.
We think bike share is an incredible way to engage folks who might otherwise have hopped in their car to go from place A to place B, to enable them to take an active, healthy way to get from place A to place B. And that improves healthy lives, and that also makes this a more vibrant and exciting place to live.
We've seen bike share have great success in other metro areas, including Louisiana. I think that bike share is going to be a catalyst for more bike lanes. This is shown in the Bike Ped Master Plan in the Baton Rouge area, so we're really excited about that.
Blue Cross is a supporter of Blue Bikes in New Orleans, Louisiana's first bike share program, and we've seen thousands of riders using this, taking miles of car usage off the road, carbon offset, millions of calories burned, and we think ultimately all of those benefits begin to accrue for the individual and for the community as a whole, so we're excited to see what it can bring to Baton Rouge.
So at Gotcha, we have 65 different partners around the country. That's a mix of universities and cities. This will be the first kind of location where we've got e-bikes of this size, so we're excited to kind of get the data of how people are using it. But what we've learned over the past few years of operating this is that once people realize that bikes are a mode of transportation, it really starts to replace their car trips. I think here we're going to see that happen exponentially because of the e-bike component.
We think Baton Rouge Bike Share makes a ton of sense for college students and college campuses, LSU, Southern Baton Rouge Community College. This provides a way to help students get from place A to place B on campus, making a world of difference for traffic, as well as to help students get off campus to experience all that Baton Rouge has to offer. So we're excited for all that LSU has done, all that Southern has done, all that BRCC has done to make this a possible opportunity for here in Baton Rouge.
Keep an open mind. I think a lot of people have a perception about what cycling is, and they don't think of it as a mode of transit to get from A to B. I'd like people to keep an open mind and come out and try the bike share system, and I really do think that it'll start to replace their commute in a single passenger vehicle. They'll not only kind of see the city differently, but I think they'll really enjoy it as a mode of transit.
We think the Red Stick is ready to ride, and Baton Rouge Bike Share is certainly a great part of that effort. And we're excited for Baton Rouge Bike Share to help Baton Rouge join the movement, literally.